Okay, it's time for another test drive here at Maple Motors. This is a 1967 Oldsmobile Cutlass. This one's got the 330 under the hood. Does have the air conditioning set up. We'll be trying out power steering, power brakes. The car overall is in pretty good condition. Beautiful paint job. What I like to do is take them down the road, point out any kind of flaws so you know exactly what you're getting before you get here. Check us out at maplemotors.com. Look at the detailed pictures we provide. You can also see all of our current inventory. So go there, check it out. Hit subscribe here on YouTube and join us on TikTok, Facebook. We'll keep these videos coming out your way. I do have merchandise too. You want to pick up some Maple Motors shirts? Got plenty of designs. All right, for now, I'm gonna take this thing down the road. So join me, it's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Before we take off, we'll look around the interior and check everything out. Place your bets. Do you think the horn works? It's a game we like to play on the channel. Looking across the dash. It's way up there. Looks pretty good though, nice and clean. Let's go ahead and start her up. She starts up easy. The interior on this one looks great. Good around the back seat. Pretty clean. Got my gear back there. If you want to see what I use to make the videos, you might want to do the videos yourself, you can click on any of those links. I have everything where I bought it in the description below. You can see back here, the trim's pulled away from the window. And you can see this panel here has been, let's say, mechanic wrapped. Just those back two. The actual headliner in here looks nice and tight. It looks pretty good. Your headlight or your headliner light is missing the cover. Visors are decent. Look pretty good. All right, looking over the dash. Still waiting on the engine temperature to come up. It's still cold right now. Oil pressure is up. Let's try blower motor. It is working. Let's try AC. That's a stiff switch there. There it goes. It's not pulling down. Let's see here. It's not pulling down on the motor, so I don't believe the compressor is engaging. It feels slightly cool. This right here is a fan switch to keep the motor cool. So we'll go ahead and cut it on. Motor's still warming up. You know, that actually feels pretty cool. And it's only about 65 outside today. And it's blowing fairly cool air out. The compressor may be kicking on. It's just not pulling down on the motor itself. Yeah, I can't tell a difference there. All right, wipers. Wipers are not working on this one. Radio. I got her on. Let's give her a second. Horn. Did you place your bets? Let's try it out. Horn's not working. Turn signals popping up right there. Inside the odometer, I can show you what the miles say. 77,000. Gas gauge, 100% got to get some gas. This is all the way past full. I don't believe it's working. Okay, radio's not working either. Got a wheel lock in the glove, or in the ashtray. Glove box over here is locked, it looks like. So I have to get a key and open it up towards the end of the video. All right, let's shut the door here, hit the road, and see how she runs and drives. Okay, let's get ready. We're gonna take off down the road. Anything that I see, I will let you know. I've been doing this in all the videos for a while now. So make sure you're checking the playlist. There's a playlist on here called Cars Currently Available. And then I mark all the ones that are sold, and I leave the previous inventory for people to enjoy the videos. So, we're gonna take off. So far, so good. Engine temperature, actually I just tapped it and it came up, so we're looking at 160 right now. That's good. We'll be keeping an eye on it, and the oil pressure, which is at 55. That's a good oil pressure for this car. Steering silky. Easy to turn. It's got dark tint all over the windows. Pretty nice in here. Okay. Got a few cracks on the steering wheel too. Scattered all the way around. Your mirror's loose. All right, we're good to go now. Nice and smooth. Speedometer's coming up on the dash there. It does have a slight pull to the left, as you can see. As I'm driving down the road, it's trying to pull over. She's definitely got some power. Brakes feel good. I'm not even getting into them hard. Kick down's hooked up. Pretty smooth, really, this car. Going smooth down the road. The suspension is nice. Just a little bit of a left pull there. Could be tire pressure. And our tip gauge is sitting at 170. Oil pressure's at 50 now. So we're gonna pull into the gas station. I'm gonna get about $20 worth of fuel, and then we'll head over to the parking lots over here, get some undercarriage shots, drop by the camera, and have a little bit of fun. Nice and smooth under the curve there. Okay, let's pull up in here and get some fuel. Be right back. Okay, I'll put $20 worth of fuel in this ride. The paint job is beautiful on this thing. Gas goes in back here behind the tag. And the gauge is not gonna work. I already know that, because it's way past full, and I got $20 easily in it. At least now I know that we have gas. Like I said, that gauge is just pegged all the way out there. All right, let's get these outside shots and play around with this car a little bit. we go, super view. It stretches everything out in the car, but you can see all the way to the left, all the way to the right. And we're gonna head on back to the lot. After this, we're gonna do the walk around video, point out chips, scratches, and flaws. This little piece here needs to be put back on correctly or it will fall off. So try to get her done when I get back to the lot there. I can see out of it. Okay. Good deal. We're gonna have an open road here. Doesn't look like our gauge lights are working. I've got the headlights on now. Very smooth, very responsive. Going pretty straight down the road now. We're going to test that out on the main strip again. Does look like our turn signals are working on the front. I can see them in the back of that guy's tailgate. We haven't manually shifted it yet, so we'll go down into drive. I'm just gonna punch it. Feels pretty good. Not too bad. Old Jody got a show. I can smell a little bit of rubber. This car runs great. For a big body car like this, she gets down. And we can't forget to roll through Brian's Motorsports. They do customizing on interiors, wheels, tires, parts, accessories. I know I say this every video, I just like rolling down through here because it's very nice. Sometimes I'll walk inside, but it's just worth watching their videos and stuff. He does SEMA shows, builds custom cars, interiors. You want a stereo system that's just outrageous like no other stereo system, go to these guys and they'll get you hooked up. I rolled through there in the car that I was in yesterday. He don't ever let me run through there. Still trying to spin tires back here in the gravel. Okay, so we're gonna roll back to the lot, and of course I'm gonna do the picking out the flaws segment of the video, point out chips, scratches, rust, anything I can find, all the blemishes in the paint, anything that is there you will know about. But I do want you to go to maplemotors.com, look at the detailed pictures. I say it a million times because it is important. That is our main website. YouTube's not our main website. We use this as a good outlet to show you all the flaws. And you actually get a kind of in-person test drive. I mean, tell me this doesn't look like you're sitting here driving, other than it being stretched. I'll see you here in just a moment, guys. About to be picking out the flaws. All right, I'm at that portion of the video where we're picking out chips, scratches, and flaws. Any rust, anything I see, you'll know about it. Look at the detailed pictures at maplemotors.com. And let's get started here. So I'm gonna go down the lower portion of the car first. Front bumper on this one is in great shape. Looks nice and clean. Not too bad. little rust coming from that bolt there. Front end here looks good. You've got a cracked lens on the front. Also one right here. Chip on the edge. Some spots there in the nose. Real small. Coming on down. Tires look great. Wheels a bit faded. Coming up over the fender. Light scratch. On down. You got some cracks going on down at the bottom here. You got some chips on the edges. Also got some chips down here. People kicking the door when they're getting in and out. Also there. There's a line there. A couple scattered chips at the bottom from the road. Looks like some wax left over. Coming up, you've got some bubbles in the panel here. It's probably the worst spot on the whole car is in this area right here where these little bubbles are popping up. You can see them over the fender. It's marked there. Looks like it burned through the paint. A little flat spot here. Also some spots back in here. Coming back that midsection. Like I said, I already went over this, but in this general area here, it's got a lot of little bubbles. There's a chip right there. Spot there. Door handle's been replaced. Fairly new. Little wax. Back over the top of the fender here. Dimple there. Cross on top here. You've got some specks popping up, a little bit of lighter shade than the fenders. Missing some trim at the bottom of your windshield and the driver's side of the windshield there. We'll get over there here in just a moment. This side looks pretty clean, nice and clean there. The pillar, it's got some wax on it, wax on your trim. And the trim around this window needs to be shined up as well. Mirror looks pretty good. Tinted windows. Looking around on the top of the roof here, I like to feel around and feel for bumps or anything, and I don't really feel any. It'll give you an idea if you need to replace the top, and I don't think you do. Nice and clean, and it's got a good look, so wouldn't worry about that too much. There's a denier trim there. Over the package tray area, looks like they've replaced the fabric. The back window looks good. You've got some thick seals that they've used silicone to put in. You've got some chips down here, and on your trunk, look at all those little chips. There's a bunch of nicks up there too. Some right in here. They've been painted over. Coming back towards the back. Bumper on the back looks pretty good. It's in good shape. Looking in your trunk, the seal has been replaced. It's nice and clean. You do have moisture in here. I'm assuming it may be coming from the trunk lid itself or that back seal below the trim. But I do see some moisture down in the bottom here and up here. Looking at your package tray, it's got some surface rust on it. Okay, made it around the trunk. Let's look around the edges of the trunk lid. Trim's a little bit far away there. Coming down with this. She's shut. Lid's nice and clean. Over here in the corner, you've got some imperfections. Coming down this side, lower portion first. You got a blemish there on top. You've got some wax left over here, looks like. You've got a couple little spots here. Some haziness here. A couple chips. Some haziness around the lower portion there. There's a dent with a chip on it. Tires look good on the front, up and over the fender. You got some dimples there. Looks like a little spot here too. It's hard to see. It's like a paint run. That's what it is. I can see the runs. Coming back that midsection. Got some spots there on the front. Edge of your door. Door handle's been replaced. Paint flaws there. Spot here. Coming back over this top section. Not really feeling anything there, and you can see the top's actually pretty clean. Imperfections on some of your trim. Some dings here. Up here in the front too. Oh, sorry. This right here needs to be polished out. It can be. And you're missing that trim that goes around here. Your pillar's actually in pretty good shape other than the little crack up here. Got a chunk right there trying to come up. Okay, let's check this interior out before we lose all of our light. Looks like we'll be driving back in the dark. So, just trying to fit it in. I messed the mat all up doing the test drive. The door panel is beautiful on this one. It looks awesome. The seal around it looks good too. It's not bad at all. Coming down, looking at the bottom of the door. Just late night lighting. Hopefully you can see everything. The door's solid. Your jams look good. You are having a little bit of trim issue on the inside. The carpet has been replaced in this one. You got some nice mats that say Cutlass Supreme on them. Looking around in your back seat area, it looks good, nice and clean. You can see it needs to be tightened up a little bit right there on the edges. This one starts up good. A little bit of doing this without touching the gas too. Okay. Cut the electric fan on because I cut it off. You have to manually cut it on and off. I'd put it on a switch where it cuts on at 170 or 180. So we got it on now. Might as well turn the AC compressor on. So to turn that on, we got air conditioner and we're gonna put it on normal. and it's still blowing moderately cool. It's not super cold. Let's see if the compressor is actually working, or if it's just pulling air. It looks like the compressor is on. So yeah, the AC is working. Wanted to double check that. Up under the hood here, you're missing insulation. You can see some remnants of it. Go ahead and shut it down. It comes down fairly easy. I'm just barely pushing. You do got some bubbles on the edge. Other side looks nice and clean. She's shut. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit subscribe, share, and hit like. I'll keep these videos coming your way. Check us out on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat. I posted that personally. And make sure you go to our main website. So this right here, if you're watching on YouTube or any of those sites, go to maplemotors.com. That is our main page. This is great. This is awesome. So I can show you the test drives. I can show you all the flaws. That's why we use YouTube. But if you go to my main website, you can see every Monday at 11, all the new cars we update with, 100 detailed pictures, financing and shipping options. And then later on through the week, you'll see the cars that we listed on Monday pop up here on YouTube, telling you all about them. It takes time to make these videos, usually about an hour a car, plus then you got, well, it's about an hour and a half each car, and we do about 10 a week. So I'll get them out as fast as I can. Usually by Wednesday, I have them all uploaded, and I'm already starting on the next week. Appreciate you watching. Go pick you up a shirt. It's Christmas time. Check out our merch down below in the description. Thanks again, guys.